It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. We're bringing you the Houston Rockets out at Toyota Center as they face off against the New York Knicks. For the Knicks, their record has fallen off the pace they set last season. No team wants to see that regression. They're looking to turn things around, and we'll see how they do tonight. And here in the early going, some teams already fulfilling their potential while others struggling out of the gate. Shaq, how big a deal are these initial outcomes?
All right, let me tell you something. I hated losing, period. Didn't matter if it was early, late, whatever. I expected to win every time out.
Well, the reality is of it, you have 82 games. So if you get too high.
Look, what's up, man? Good to see you.
How's the family? CC good?
Yeah, she's good. They're all good. Nice knowing you have family to have your back all the time.
For sure. Got to keep that support system in place. Make a big difference over a long season. Good luck tonight, man.
Thanks, man. Hey, you know we're taking this one, right?
Not a chance, Freak.
This is 2K Sports, broadcasting from Houston, Texas. As the Rockets take it to the hardwood. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. And, of course, Jose Calderon. Rockets leading by 8. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Freak in at point guard. Maurice Spates out there with Williams. Then there's Gerald Green, and it's Roten in at the 2 spot.
I didn't see that miss coming. He's usually been money from that range.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach for the Rockets just a moment ago. Coach said that even though this is the first meeting of the year, he didn't expect there to be much of a feeling out period between the teams. He said, listen, we have a group of guys that can all score and do it in a hurry. I expect us to come right at them and test their defense early on. They'll definitely be on the attack, guys.
Okay, Doris, thanks. So they'll be focusing first and foremost on their offense today, guys.
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm sure they're not going to ignore their duties at the defensive end, but getting their offense rolling has to be a main concern.
And I think that's exactly the focus. If they operate as efficiently as they're capable of, defense really won't be as much of an issue because they'll have so many points on the board.
Green, up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him, 1 for 4 shooting.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Ariza, right side. Beasley kicks to Howard, and stolen by Spates. Roten with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Shoots the 3. The Rockets pull it in. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
How about the athleticism on display defensively in that win?
Yeah, it was reflected in their shot block total, Greg. They were very disruptive, which I think is a combination of hustle and muscle.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Freak. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And here's a look at the stats for Trevor Ariza. How he did last season. Last season chipped in 11 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And right now for him, it's about gaining experience and continuing to develop his game.
Well, you know it, Greg. You earn your minutes in this league. He's working at it, and I think more will come with time.
The first free throw is good. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. The Knicks also changing it up. Robin Lopez is checked in for Spates. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Green. And it's a Flalo in for Roten. And both free throws good from Freak. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. The Rockets, number 1.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second-chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
Here's Gaudelak. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. There's a good screen. The dish to Decker. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
A chance here to check out how the Rockets ranked in the NBA last season. First in blocks, first and second chance points, and they also showed up in the top 5 in opponents' points per game. It's obvious the hard work this team has put into being good defensively has paid off.
And that block shot ranking, really something to highlight. Their ability to contest and deny shots around the rim was a tremendous asset defensively.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yeah, +5, as you mentioned. That didn't take very long, did it?
And stolen by Freak. He feeds it to O'Quinn. Outside Williams. New York, no good that time either.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Booker with it. Williams picks him up. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
I tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
Follow the pass to Lopez. No luck, and Houston the other way now.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Gaudelak dishes to Booker. To the inside. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his first personal foul.
The Rockets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
That one misses. Knicks trail by 8. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And that one's good. Freak.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Here's the screen. And the wide open shot from Decker. Buries the long-range jumper. Decker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
New York calls timeout. All right, Houston, coming on the court are your own Rockets power dancers. Give it up. There we go, man. Keep it going for your Rockets power dancers.
.133 left here in the first quarter. Knicks trail by 9. Pass to O'Quinn. To the paint. And once more, he gets it. Another bucket from Freak. Freak's got 6 points.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now here's Booker. O'Quinn defending. 5 to shoot. Here's Decker. That 3 off the mark.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Got a piece of it. From deep of Flalo. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. An even 3-on-3 break. And Brewer kicks to Decker. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Sam Decker at the line for 2.
That free throw good from Decker. And New York making a change here. Splitters checked in. And he makes both free throws. We've got 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Capella sends it back. Brewer with the ball. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And Gaudelot kicks to Brewer. Feeds to Gaudelot. To the left side wing. Here's Decker. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And so the first quarter is in the books. Rockets ahead, up by 9. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And certainly an intriguing matchup tonight. Let's hear from Trevor Ariza on his team's mentality coming in.
You're playing against a team that is very scrappy. You know, they want to win as well. You got to come ready to play. You got to be ready for everything, and you got to be ready to claw to get this win tonight.
Ariza might as well be describing his own game, Clark. Scrappy, ready to play, ready for anything, ready to claw to get that win.
Well, you know, he does have that kind of all-around.
For the Knicks, Lopez, he's checked in for Splitter. Spates comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And Freak subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Beasley out there with Howard. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Back to Harden. The feed to Beverly. And it's sent back by Lopez. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves put on a show. He had 20 points and a lot of his contribution coming from the charity stripe as he was drawing fouls. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
I'll tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with him.
So for the Rockets, Capella's checked in, and it's Booker in for Michael Beasley. For the New York Knicks, they come into this one following a loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah, they were in a funk from the field in that game. Credit the defense, though, because even when they got open looks, no rhythm to knock them down.
Hey, guys, every team has a night like that on occasion. It happens. Hey, we call them gong games. You just want to hit the gong, forget about them, and move on.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Houston.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And they've also got a big boost in the early going tonight with their productivity at the free throw line. Really a sign of aggression.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Gaudelot subbed in for Patrick Beverly. So he comes up empty, missing both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunity, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Floating with it, and it's Harden picking him up, and that one's good. Freak.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more pep in their step as they start to put together some rhythm.
Dishes it to Booker. Taken away by Williams. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Harden kicks to Brewer. Uncovered. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 6th assist on the night.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
Yeah, let's check out some numbers here for James Harden. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 26 points per game, 8 assists and 6 rebounds. And impressive numbers, no doubt. It's the kind of run we've come to expect from him.
Synergy. All elements working together. The game is coming easy to him right now.
And that one misses.
It's been a nice game for Freak. He's got 8 points and 1 steal as well. He's given them just what they would have hoped for today.
Even more, I'd say.
Decker's checked in for James Harden. Good on the second free throw. Rockets leading by 6. Gaudelak passes to Booker. He dishes it to Capella. Kicks to Gaudelak. And stolen by Freak. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Brewer dishes to Gaudelak. There's the screen for the 3. But they recover it. Booker. And the shot falls short this time.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
The drive by Anthony. That is good. Now just a 2-point Rocket lead.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
And Brewer kicks to Capella. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams. Second, the Knicks.
Collectively, I mean, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious, and it seemed like everyone on their team had the hot hand.
Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked, really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half of the game. And Gaudelak kicks to Booker. Pass to Brewer. Here's Gaudelak. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. A floater. Lopez with the block. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. So for the Knicks, Splitters checked in for Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Anthony. And it's a Flalo in for Roten. Now here's Freak. His last outing with 20 points. And that misses. That would have put him up. Here's Gaudelak. The pass to Brewer. To stop the drought. And that's not going to go. It's a tie game here in Houston. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, a very slow start to this basketball game, but you got back in it late. How important was it to trim this lead before the half?
Meant a lot.
because it means I don't have to do so much to get the win next time. We got this, though. Slow start now. In fact, I can guarantee we're going to complete this comeback the rest of the way. Y'all heard that here, all right?
Thank you for your time. This one far from over, Kevin.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Lopez is checked in for Williams. Flalo comes in for Green. And Freak subbed in for Tony Wroten. And New York looking at who they've got. Freak, he's in at point guard. Maurice Spates out there with Anthony. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's a Flalo in at the two guard.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers club on that pump fake.
Rockets have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And Beverly kicks to Beasley. Screen by Howard. Beasley, the pass to Howard. Ariza has the open look. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Ariza. To the middle, Beasley with the steal. And here we go. Here's Harden, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That one's on Anthony. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Rockets?
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game. And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
The Rockets making a switch here. Capella's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. O'Quinn's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Here's Freak. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Here's Howard.
We watched Howard play some great basketball. He has 11 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Brewer is checked in for the Rockets. Goudlock comes in for Patrick Beverly. And New York with a change here, too. Splitter's checked in. That one is no good. New York trailing. Here's Freak. Poke loose. Brewer with the steal. And now, running up the court, Brewer pushing it up. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Houston making some changes. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Howard. And Decker subbed in for James Harden. Knicks trail by 4. Freak kicks to Anthony. Aflalo dishes to Freak. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Tonight he's gone 3 of 6 from the line.
Did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
Was completely out of sync on his free throws, and I'm sure that led him to some extra work at the foul line. And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up. Kevin, his poor free throw shooting is really taking its toll. With all of those trips to the line, it's got to be tough.
And he's good on the second. Rockets leading by 3. Here's Godalak looking for his first basket still in this one. Brewer's shot is off. Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Stolen. Floats one. It's rebounded by New York.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it. Well-executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
Houston's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Godalak. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game, and it's Capella missing.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And it's Freak missing. Houston in the lead. Here's Godalak. The 11-footer. He squares up and sinks it.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Freak passes to Carmelo. And O'Quinn kicks to Freak. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Kurt Rambis had to say to the team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. 1:21 left in the third quarter. Here's Booker. The shot, no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
Yeah, and they put up a goose egg last year when they played this team twice.
And you look back at those games, just a one-sided affair between them.
Freak kicks to Aflalo. 6 to shoot for the lead. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brewer is just a Godalak. He kicks to Beasley. Pass to Capella. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Hey, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Anthony's shot is off. Houston leading by 3. Beasley, the pass to Godalak. There's the dish to Brewer. He feeds it to Beasley. Here's Godalak. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Rockets lead by 3. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Houston making some changes. Capella's checked in, and it's Trevor Booker in for Trevor Ariza. Then for the Knicks, Anthony comes in for Kyle O'Quinn, and Freak subbed in for Roten. Harden out there with Brewer. Then there's Trevor Booker. Then there's Howard. And it's Capella in at the 4 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Williams kicks to Green. Now here's Freak, guarded by Harden. Freak dishes to Spates. Pass to Carmelo. From the wing, bullseye.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
From deep, Harden, and that one's good. Harden's got 16 points here in the second half.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Feeds it to Anthony. From 15 feet away, and it's Anthony again missing.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
And you know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Knicks trail by 10. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And Green gets it to go.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Harden outside. Screen by Howard. Here's Brewer. No good on the 3.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Freak rolls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped and they put them on the line.
Yeah, and I'm confident Coach was reminding everybody, don't foul at the start of that possession. Obviously, he didn't get the message.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. Houston making some changes. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Howard. Ariza comes in for Booker, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Brewer. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Rockets leading by 6. It's deflected. It's stolen by Anthony. Spates kicks to Green. Anthony, the pass to Freak. And the Knicks miss again.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Freak. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans love it.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, congratulations on this win, James. And did you feel like the chemistry tonight with how the team continued to get you the ball made the difference in getting you into your rhythm?
Yeah, just stuck with it. You know, teammates kept encouraging me. I think we kept moving the ball and getting easy shots. They did a great job of looking for me.
It inspires great confidence when your teammates believe in you guys.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, James Harden.
That was the James Harden we've come to know and love. A player that brings nothing but fear to players that have to guard him. I've said this for a while now. He's the best one-on-one player in the NBA. And even if it's not a one-on-one situation, even if you throw the kitchen sink at him, he still gets the job done. It's the confidence, the drive, and the spirit that makes James Harden a superstar.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
You definitely came to play tonight, but your teammates did not. How disappointed are you in them?
It's frustrating to play the way I did and feel like the rest of the team ain't there to back you up. Whatever, though. I'll keep doing my thing, and sooner or later, the rest of them will figure it out, right?
How much blame do you place on your teammates after not finding a way to pull out a win?
Good try, but I ain't falling into that trap. But to simplify your question, we didn't do what we had to do to win the game. Simple as that. And that's on every single one of us. Not me, not the rest of my teammates, everyone. And we'll figure out what we need to do to keep that from happening next time. End of story.
I saw your longtime girlfriend, Yvette Mendenhall, was in attendance at the game today. So when are you going to get her a ring?
Whoa. All right, I didn't know we were going to get all personal up in here tonight. If there's anything I learned after my first season in the NBA, is that it's best to keep my personal life private. So that's what I'm going to do. Me and Yvette are happy, just like we've always been. She means the world to me, and that's all I'm going to say. All right, I'm out.